What's up, everybody? I'm going to be solo today. Fights came on at 4 p.m. Eastern yesterday afternoon / evening. And the doctor, Alex, did not know they were going to be on that early, so he didn't get to watch the fights. So I'll just be doing a quick run through. If you're YouTube watching this, if you're audio, you're missing out, but got my Grind Gang MMA shirt on, sent all the way from Germany. Alex, if you listen, yours is in the mail. You should get it Monday, I think. So Eddie, all the way from Germany, big shout out. Sent these Grind Gang MMA shirts to Alex and myself, all the way from Germany. So Eddie's the man. Thank you, Eddie. Let's see. Yesterday was Saturday, the Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez card. Like I said, came out at 4 p.m. earlier than usual. Alex didn't even know, so he didn't watch the fight. So I was like, man, I'll just knock it out myself. Unfortunately, but yesterday was a fun day. I went up to New Breed Jiu-Jitsu tournament with the gym that I'm a part of. We had 3 people competing. It was in Columbia, South Carolina. Greg and his wife Mandy and Caleb. Shout out to those 3. Everyone did well. Everyone medaled in gi and no gi, so I think that's good. The gym did well. Happy to be there. A lot of fun going and supporting your teammates, and congratulations to them. And thank you everyone that was there for a fun day. It's always fun to hang out with the same degenerates that you identify with. So that was fun. And again, everyone medaled, I think, in gi and no gi for the tournament. So New Breed, shout out. That was a pretty organized, well put together tournament. It was nice. It's hard going there and not competing. If you're a competitor, which I would consider myself one, it's you just want to. Watching your teammates compete is nerve wracking, and then it's like, man, I wish I was out there. But next is always next time, and hopefully we get more guys competing. We only had 3, and I think we still. I think Corey said we got 4th overall as a gym, which is obviously pretty good if we only had 3 guys or 2 guys and a woman competing. So that was fun yesterday. And then I had to turn the fights on. My phone on my way home was kind of glimpsing at them. So I didn't get the best. I didn't get the best view because I was kind of glimpsing. I was driving, which is probably not advised. So, but I think it was okay. It was all highway, but I don't know. Let's pull up the card. Let's see. So I didn't get to watch any of the prelims because, like I said, I was at a jiu-jitsu tournament an hour and a half away all day, and I had to turn on the main card as I was leaving on the way home. So I'll run through the results of the prelims. Andrea Lee, who has been on the podcast. If you're interested, you can find that. She's awesome. She fought in the prelims and I think got a stoppage. Give me 1 second. Let me see, where she at? I'm pretty sure she fought. Yes, okay. Oh yeah, she beat Cynthia Calvillo. So huge win for her in the flyweight division. I guess it's technically knockout round 2 at the end of round 2. I don't know what happened. So like I said, I didn't see it. And Andrea Lee is awesome. Like I said, she has been on the podcast. It was an awesome interview. I think it said could not continue for Cynthia Calvillo. So technically knockout TKO for Andrea Lee. So that's awesome. I wish I could give more feedback, but I did not see it, unfortunately. Joel Alvarez got a knockout round 1. Sean Woodson got a knockout in round 1. Courtney Casey won a decision against the Russian chick. I don't know how to say her name, but people like her for her looks. Liana Jokul, however you say it. Let's see. I'll just go to the main card from there. So congratulations to Andrea Lee, friend of the show. First fight, Song Yadong versus Julio Arce. Awesome fight. Song Yadong has one loss in the UFC, and not to brag, but I'm doing all this off the old dome piece. I don't have anything pulled up. Alex is the internet guy. He has all the. He's like the Jamie Vernon of the Doctor and the Driver. So he'd have it pulled up and could let me know all the record and everything. And I'm not going to multitask and do all that. But he has one loss in the UFC, and it was a controversial decision that I thought he won clearly, and Alex thought he won. I'm pretty sure the internet thought he won, but he did lose a decision. Obviously very close. Other than that, I don't think he's lost in the UFC. And it's extremely fast hands, fast boxing. And he'd throw that left hook out, and it was just like, it was so fast. Sniper. He got the knockout in round 2, a minute and a half in over Arce. So Song Yadong did look good. Chaos Williams. Chaos Williams was getting he fought Miguel Baeza. He was getting his leg chopped up. Baeza was landing these nasty calf kicks all night. It's a good fight, close fight. Like I said, Chaos Williams' leg was getting pretty fucked up. And then he got like overcommitted to the calf kick, and he was throwing it too many times. Not too many times, but very predictable. You see it coming. And then when he got knocked out, he threw two in a row. He just threw the calf kick. Williams reacted, and then he went to throw it again, and Williams threw. He caught him with the right hand, I think, put him out, and then the left hook, I think, missed. And he basically dropped unconscious, and then I think the ground woke him up, or ref pulled him off shortly after he hit the ground. Baeza protested the stoppage, but I don't think he was. I think he was on Queer Street. I don't know. Can you say that anymore? I don't know if that's a thing you're not supposed to say anymore, but I just said it. He was drunk driving, if you will. So I don't know if he knows exactly where he was at, but I think good stoppage. The light shut out when Williams landed, which is what Chaos Williams does. So he got the knockout a minute into round 3, in a really good close fight. That was fun to watch. Felicia Spencer. Something about Felicia Spencer is just, I don't know, a little boring to me. I kind of always thought that. When she got the title fight, we have a clip of that on the podcast of us, quote unquote, predicting that fight. She got the title fight against Amanda Nunes. I was like, what are they doing here? I don't know. And then Amanda Nunes didn't get the stoppage, but just tooled her around for 5 rounds. But she did everything to win, and she did get a stoppage late, very late. Less than a minute left of round 3. She got a ground and pound stoppage, I believe. But it was just kind of like a push up against the fence, take you down, semi take your back, land some shots up against the fence, same thing over and over, which is fine. I don't know. Sometimes some people just don't do it for me. I don't know, but got the win fair and square again. So Felicia Spencer, congrats. This one, I maybe I missed it because it was so quick. Looks like 30 seconds into round 1, the Ben Rothwell fight versus Rodrigo de Lima. I assume that's how you say his name. He got a knockout win in 30 seconds. I missed it, didn't see it. I know Dana White said something about Herb Dean grabbing people before the fight should be stopped or something. I don't know. If you know, then you know. Sorry, I don't know. But Ben Rothwell, now 39-14. A lot of fights, man. A lot of fights. But so he got knocked out. However, I don't know if it was a weird stoppage. I don't know. But ended in 30 seconds, and Ben Rothwell lost via knockout, TKO. So, and then the main event was absolutely awesome. Barn burner. Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. Even better than I think we all expected. Max Holloway was a huge favorite. Not really that big of a surprise. But Yair's tricky and a very good striker. We all know Max Holloway. He's all about striking. And I think Yair won rounds 1 and 2. I mean, I couldn't believe he was getting Max was getting touched up as much as he was. Yair just destroyed Max Holloway's leg. Luckily, Max Holloway can switch stances probably better than anyone else in the sport. I don't know who else can switch stances better. Israel Adesanya can switch stances very, very, very well. Max and Israel Adesanya, and I don't know, some people probably call him, I don't know, a fanboy, but Sean O'Malley also switches stances extremely well. I know he hasn't fought anyone, but just looks good from both stances and does it frequently. That's kind of irrelevant, I guess, but Max Holloway can't switch stances, so that wasn't too big of an issue, I guess, if he was, couldn't fight southpaw. But turned it up in rounds 3, 4, and 5, and then Max turned into a wrestler, which I thought was funny. Not funny, very cool to see. Huge Max Holloway fan, by the way. The bias was there. I wanted Max to win for sure. I was nervous watching, and if you were a betting man on Yair Rodriguez, then you were super excited the first couple rounds. Really, the whole fight. It was close until Max started getting on top and stealing rounds that way, which is super crazy to see Max Holloway stealing rounds and winning fights by getting takedowns and end up on top. But it was close striking other than the leg kicks. Yair was tearing that leg apart. They were both landing big shots. But Yair was, I don't know. Besides the leg kicks, I don't know if it's fair to say he was getting the better of the shots, but it was, if you were a Max fan like I was last night, when they were standing and striking, you were a little concerned, probably more so than if you were a Yair fan. So it was close, and Yair was landing good shots, and Max was landing good shots too. But when Max would take it to the ground and work his grappling, which we very, very rarely get to see, he was winning the rounds. And then, I don't remember the scorecard. I think someone gave him 4 rounds to 1, but I'd probably give him 3 rounds to 1. I think he took over 3, 4, and 5. Round 2 was pretty close. I thought Yair clearly won round 1. So I guess I could see 4-1 Max because round 2 was close. Round 1 was clearly Yair Rodriguez's round. I probably gave him round 2, and I'm going off of just memory. I think I probably gave him round 2, and then I think I gave Max 3, 4, and 5. Max wins by unanimous decision. Both of them were beat up. He's teasing a fight with Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, I guess that's me segueing in, master segue over here, segueing into MMA news. Max and Conor both teasing a rematch between the two. The first rematch was forever and ever and ever ago. Conor wins by decision. One of Conor's only decision wins. And I think Conor's only won by decision against Nate Diaz the second time, and Max. I think every other win is a knockout. Yeah, so they're teasing. I don't know. I think Max said something in the press conference, teased like maybe a boxing match between the two, which, I don't know, whatever. I'd much rather see them rematch in the UFC in MMA fight. That'd be awesome to see. So he teased that. I don't know what else to do with Max. Max now, he fought Volkanovski twice. First fight was close, controversial. I thought Volkanovski won clearly. The leg kicks were a huge factor. I scored it for Volkanovski. The rematch, I thought Max Holloway won 3 rounds to 2, clearly. Quote unquote robbery. Maybe that's the wrong word. Maybe it wasn't a robbery. It was close, but I thought Max won the rematch. A lot of people thought Max won the rematch and the first one. I thought Max won the second one. Alex thinks he won both. Anyways, point is, do you just run that fight over and over and over? That's kind of, what do you do there? But he's beat Calvin Kattar in a brutal match. Max pieced up Calvin Kattar for 5 rounds. I think that was the main event. I think it was 5 rounds. Maybe it was 3, but I don't think so. I think it was 5. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And now I beat Yair Rodriguez, who was ranked number 3. So it's like, What else is he going to? Does he got to just keep fighting these number 2 and 3 ranked guys until Volkanovski is not the champ, or do you run the trilogy? It's a tricky spot. Honestly, him fighting Conor would be huge at 155. I think that'd be awesome. I think it'd be big as any fight, really. I would love to see that rematch, and just for fun. There's no belt on the line. Max is looking for things to do. If they're not trying to throw him right back in there with Volkanovski, I think Max versus Conor would be awesome. I think it'd be very fun to see. Obviously, in the future, I'm sure Conor has a while before his leg is fully healed. That'd be sweet. Let me see what else we got for MMA news. I do have that pulled up, I think. Let's see if there's anything worth talking about. This is hard doing by myself, by the way. This is not easy. Alex, I miss you. I do not like doing this without you, Alex. I don't know. Nothing too exciting. Let's see what's next week. Next week in the UFC. I'm going. Oh, what am I doing prelims here? Okay, next week in the UFC is Caitlin Vieira, Jiu-Jitsu black belt, versus Miesha Tate, wrestling phenom. Miesha Tate took a long layoff, came back in the UFC a month ago, probably a couple months ago now. Came back in the UFC, had a big win. Now she's fighting Caitlin Vieira in the main event, 5 rounds. Next week, is that next week? November 20th. Yeah, that's next week. Michael Chiesa and Sean Brady. Huge fight. Sean Brady, Philly boy, 14-0. I like the Philly boys. I lived in Pennsylvania for a while. I do like the Philly boys. I root for them. Sean Brady, Paul Felder, I can't think of his name now. Adrian Petrosky, huge fan of all those guys. I love Michael Chiesa, a big Michael Chiesa fanboy. Mainly because of his fight style. I love he'll strike just to set up a takedown. I think he's one of the most and he will get submitted, but I think he's one of the most active grapplers once he gets you down as far as submission hunting, which does get him caught, but he's not a lay and pray guy, which, obviously I'm a grappler. I'm a big grappling fan. It's my favorite part of the sport. But the laying and praying is a little boring. And even some of the best grapplers, that's what they do. And it's kind of not the best. Michael Chiesa, in my opinion, is, if not the most exciting, one of the most exciting guys to take you down and just chase shit, just chase subs, in my opinion, which does get him subbed. He's not like the best submission guy ever, but it's very exciting when it turns into a grappling match with Michael Chiesa's in there, because he will just hunt subs. And Sean Brady, all those guys from Philly, extremely good grapplers. That's a hard one for me. I don't even want to pick. I don't even know who I want to win, because I want to root for the local boy. And I love Chiesa too, so that's tough. But should be super exciting. Definitely Sean Brady's biggest name fight. So may the best man win. That bantamweight fight, I don't know how to say either of those guys' names, so I'm not even going to try. Joanne Calderwood, which I think her name is Joanne Wood now, officially. She married her coach, whose last name is just Wood, which is, I guess, ironic. She didn't just cut the Calder out of her name. She married a Wood. So her name is Joanne Wood now, but even the internet still says Joanne Calderwood. But luckily, I'm on top of the game. She has a tough matchup against Talia Santos. If I said that first name wrong, I apologize. But Santos is 18-1. I've seen her fight a couple of times. Very tough girl. Joanne Wood, aka Joanne Calderwood, the Scottish girl. She has her hands full for sure. I'm a big fan of her. 48% Scottish. You gotta root for the Scottish people. So, or I do, that's what I'm saying. And then Davey Grant, who's exciting, he just had a close fight, or no, maybe it wasn't close. Maybe he got his ass kicked. I don't remember. Yeah, I think he got his ass kicked by Cheeto Vera. I believe that was his last fight. Again, if I'm wrong, I apologize. I think that was his last fight, but he's fun, British guy. He's fighting Adrian Yanez, who's very fun to watch in the bantamweight division. They're opening up the main card next week. So not a bad card next week, if I'm completely honest. the Michael Chiesa and Sean Brady fight, which is the co-main event, is the most exciting fight on the card. Sorry to the Misha Tate fans. Misha Cupcake Tate, which is one of my favorite nicknames. So that's next week, and I'm not really gonna make any predictions, especially not the Sean Brady Michael Chiesa one, because I'm really excited to see it. May the best man win. I don't know. I don't even know who I want to win that. It's tough to pick. And Joanne Wood versus Santos, that's going to be a very close fight. And I think Davey Grant versus Adrian Yanez is a very tough fight to predict too. So I don't know the odds of any of these. Should be really good fights. Probably hard to predict because I can see all of these fights going either way. I wouldn't be confident picking any of these. Obviously, any fight can go either way. I get it, but I don't have any confident picks on next week's card. Not the biggest names, no huge names other than I guess Misha Tate is a pretty big name. Vintage UFC, if you will. Vintage women's UFC. But tough fights, tough people, everyone I'm familiar with. Like I said, no huge names, but it seems like I would imagine all these odds are very close. I don't have them pulled up, I'm sorry, but I imagine all these odds are very close and pretty excited. So I don't even know how long I've been going for. So, and again, it's just hard to do by myself. Alex, I miss you. Watch the fights next week, please. LOL. Yeah, I guess I'll end there. So, Eddie, thank you for the Grind Gang shirt. If you're listening on audio, you're missing it because I got it on. I'm rocking it, I'm sporting it. And congrats to everyone at New Breed yesterday that competed again in Colombia. Everyone did awesome. It was very fun to go and watch you guys and be a part of it and, cheer you guys on and all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun to go hang out with the team. Mandy, Greg, and Caleb, big shout out to you guys. All your medals, all your competition, all your matches. Fun time. Hopefully next time I'll be able to step on the mats with you guys. But yeah, so that's it. Congrats to all you guys and good night of fights last night. And hopefully next week we have Alex with me and hopefully we have good fights again so we can break those down, talk about them. So thanks if you're watching or listening, and I will see you guys next week.